so today's video is going to be my August TBR. Now I really apologize if I look a bit rough in this video or I seem more nervous than usual. It's because I wasn't planning on filming today because I have a really important hospital appointment in a couple hours and could possibly give me a diagnosis for issues I've been having for the past 10 years. So it's a very important appointment. And I really hope I finally get a diagnosis. So yeah, I really wasn't planning on filming today because like I said, I am a lot more nervous than I usually am when I film. I'm already nervous to begin with when I film, and now I'm even more nervous. So I apologize if you can see that and if you can hear how heavy my breathing is. So yeah, I apologize for that. I'm gonna try and get through this video as fast and smoothly as I can, I guess, without seeming too nervous for the appointment. But like I said, it's a very important one. It could possibly give me a diagnosis finally after being undiagnosed practically for the past 10 years. So yeah, it's very important. I hope that by the time that this video gets posted, I will have a diagnosis, hopefully, and I won't have to put bad news in the description of this video being back then I still had the thought in my head that I would finally get diagnosed and I didn't. I hope it's not that. I hope it's good news and I can tell you guys I'm finally diagnosed. So yeah, let's just get into this August TBR. I know it's probably a very long intro, but I just had to give you guys kind of an update on how I'm doing recently, because I know I haven't posted in a while. And with a while I mean I think 2 weeks. And again, that's because I've been having a lot of hospital appointments recently to try and get me a diagnosis. So hopefully all of this is not for nothing and I finally get a diagnosis. So yeah, I want to say wish me luck on that, but by the time that you guys see this video, it's already over. So yeah, I guess still wish me luck on that, I guess. So yeah, let's just get into my August TBR. So first of all, in August, I want to try and finish The Three Musketeers. Now I've already started this book, as you can probably tell considering the tabs and the bookmark. I already started this, but this is a very long book and a very difficult book to read because it's a classic. The language is very different, obviously. So I'm probably gonna need more than a month to finish this. So yeah, this is probably also gonna be on my September TBR, but yeah, I'm gonna try and finish it in August. I am very busy in August with not only hospital appointments, but also other stuff. So yeah, I hope I can finish this month. So far, I'm not super enjoying it, but I am glad I'm finally reading it because it is a very intimidating book for me because it is so long. So yeah, let's hope I can finish it in August, I guess. So yeah, let's move on to the next book. So the next book is Mexican Gothic. Now, as you can also tell, this also has a bookmark in it because I also already started reading it. I am filming this in the beginning of August, in the first week, I believe, of August. So yeah, I've already started reading books, obviously for this month. So that's why there's so many books with bookmarks already in it. So yeah, so far I am enjoying this book. It is a horror thriller type book, which isn't typically my taste, but I heard a lot of good things about this book and so far I like it, but I also hate it at the same time. Some of the characters in this book, I'm not vibing with them at all. That's supposed to be the whole point, I think, that you're not supposed to like these characters, but yeah, some of it is really difficult to read, so I feel I'm probably going to take my time with this book because again, it is quite difficult to read considering what the main characters are already going through. It's very body horror type horror, if you know what I mean, body horror specifically, and that is super uncomfortable to read sometimes. So yeah, I'm probably going to take my time with this book and hopefully finish it in August. So yeah, then next I have been slowly reading Heaven's Official Blessing. I know I always say that title wrong, but I can't for some reason say it correctly because my brain always corrects it in my head to the title I think it has. So yeah, for me that just makes more sense, I guess. But yeah, I have been slowly reading the series for the past couple months, I think, and yeah, very excited to continue with it. I'm almost nearing the end, I think, because this is volume 5. I thought it was volume 6 for a second, but it's volume 5. And there's only 8 of them. So yeah, I am kind of nearing the end, which is good, I guess, because like I said, I am enjoying this series. I'm sad that it's going to be over, but I do know other series with this genre specifically, and I am excited to read those as well. So yeah, I hope to someday have a whole shelf full of these books. So yeah, I already have like half a shelf. So yeah, very excited about that. I really like the genre. I know it's not like everyone's like cup of tea, this genre, but I do like it, and I always think the covers are really pretty and like the drawings that are in it. So yeah, very excited to read this, hopefully in August. So yeah. Then next I want to read Iron Widow. Now I know that this is like the sequel to the book Iron Widow, but Iron Widow is way up high on my bookshelf, and I'm gonna need my dad to actually take that off so I can reread it and then read this book, because I finally got the sequel after not being able to find like a cheap copy of it, because I don't like buying things too expensive, because again, I'm chronically ill and disabled. Like I'm literally like searching for a diagnosis. So like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend like too much money on like books and stuff like that. I'm always gonna try and find them cheap somewhere, and I finally found it for cheap, literally like 10 euros less than it is normally in like the big bookstores that there are here. And so yeah, I found it for a lot cheaper than that somewhere else, like in like a bookstore still, but like one that sells like secondhand books. And like this one looks perfect for a secondhand book, and when I saw it I was like, that honestly looks better than the one in the bookstores, like the main bookstores. Like in the main bookstores, I could only find like one copy of this book, and it was always the same copy that had like a printing error, like at the very end of the book, and it looks awful. And this one looks perfect, and it was from a secondhand bookstore. So yeah, I won at that really. So yeah, I'm gonna try and read Iron Widow this month. I don't know if I'm gonna feel up to that after reading like so many books with like dark themes, I feel like this month. So yeah, don't know if I'm gonna feel up to it, but I am excited that I finally have this. So yeah, I'm probably gonna put every other book down and read Iron Widow again, and then this one. So yeah. Then next is another series I can finally start reading now, and that is number 6. For the longest time I couldn't find a very specific volume number. Like I think it's number 4 that I couldn't find, and yeah, because of that I just couldn't read the series because there was a volume missing. And these volumes are like very old, like I don't remember when these were made, but like from the look of them I feel like you can tell it's quite old looking, like it's an older manga, it's not one of the new ones. So like this series has been finished for a long time, and so finding all the volumes is like really challenging. But I finally found like the majority of them. I have until number 6 literally. The title of a series is number 6, and I found until volume number 6. There are 9 of them, I believe, but yeah, I'm glad I found like so many of them. So yeah, now I can finally start reading this series, and yeah, I'm very excited about that. I have been wanting to do that for years. So yeah. Then lastly on this TBR are going to be library books. I haven't gone to a library yet to bring back like the books from last month, because I haven't had like the energy to walk to a library, because like I said in like a video I made about like finally being able to go to a library again, the library is closer by now, like it's a lot closer. I can go there once a month, but I really have to like time it correctly, because otherwise I can't go there. Like it's far enough away that it costs me like a lot of energy, and it causes me a lot of pain to go there and walk back, especially knowing I'm carrying books. So yeah, it is still challenging to go there, so I haven't quite found the energy to go, but I'm hoping to possibly go next week. So yeah, let's hope I go to a library next week with a fresh new diagnosis. So yeah, I know I keep like mentioning it, but like I said, I've been waiting for a diagnosis so long that like I'm kind of sick of being undiagnosed for so long. Like I finally want to know like what's going on and like what's causing the majority of my symptoms. Like I just want to know, so that I don't feel like I'm faking every single symptom, and I don't feel like my dad can like accuse me of faking my symptoms. Like it's gonna help me so much to have a proper diagnosis, and like I just want it like today. And like I know to like non-disabled people that probably sounds like insane to want a diagnosis, but like again, I've been undiagnosed for like 10 years, and I have been having health issues for like 10 years, and like every single test just doesn't quite work out the way I want it to. And like every single test just doesn't really show anything. It shows that like there's something going on that causes the test to be like slightly off, but never off enough to actually give me a diagnosis. So it's very frustrating. So yeah, like don't think I'm like doing this because I want to be like chronically ill, I want to be disabled. Like that's not true. I just want an explanation for why I am disabled and chronically ill. Like I want an explanation for it. So I'm hoping I get that today in a couple hours. So yeah, I think I'm gonna film another video after this if I have the energy, or maybe like half a video. So yeah, wish me luck on that. Wish me luck on going to that appointment. And yeah, thank you for watching, and bye.